All right. How are you guys doing? Okay. So now, hopefully that was nice and easy. And let's talk about immunity. So your primary defenses are healthy, unbroken skin. Your skin is your largest organ, and it is protecting your entire body from everything because viruses, bacteria, mold, they're all over the place. You can't really avoid them, so you have to have a strong immune system. The fine hairs in your nostril and your mucous membranes, um, they can, the pathogens can get stuck in there, and then you blow your nose and wash them out. Same with tears in your eyes. It can wash out anything that you bring in that way. There is a section in this part of the chapter that talks about leukocytes. So leukocytes are part of your immune system, like the white blood cell defense. And when the white blood cells go rushing to an area to try to heal it, that is part that causes the heat and the swelling that you see on things. Well, the swelling could be to also to immobilize an area if you're talking about swelling when you have a joint issue. Antibodies are your other hugely important part of your immune system. You develop antibodies every time a virus enters your body. Oftentimes, once you develop those antibodies, the second the virus tries to enter again, they attack immediately because they already recognize that there isn't a slow response. So they're always there for that illness, but they can get weaker over time, which is why you have to get booster shots. So this is also why it's so important to get vaccinated. The old technology with vaccines is they took weakened viruses and put them in your body so that you wouldn't get sick, but you would create your own antibodies. And their efficacy, effectiveness, I think is only around 70%. So this new mRNA technology that they have, like for the COVID shot, gets up to 90% effective because it injects you with the basically an imitation of the outside shell of the virus, but there is no virus there at all. And just that outside shell triggers the antibodies because it, yeah, I can't remember exactly the details, but you're going to find out in anatomy. I definitely geeked out over that part of anatomy. I think it's really exciting, like the crazy stuff your body does in its defense. So I don't know, it's interesting stuff if you're me. If not, sorry, we'll carry on. Okay, so I don't feel like they organize this very nicely in this particular part of the chapter, but so maintaining infection control. So there's a lot of terminology here, and these two are like the polar opposite. I don't know why they're on the same page. So decontamination, that's like cleaning up the blood or the vomit. You know what I mean? Like that's just like cleaning the stuff up. Sterilization is the polar opposite. It's completely destroying all microbes so that there is nothing left. And that happens like you can use steam, basically boiling water, things that nothing can survive in. Can make something completely sterile. So cleaning is just manual, and that's soap, warm water, and it is effective, and that's what you do for your hands basically. And then of course you can use sanitizer for your hands too if you want to. Disinfecting is what we will be doing to our tables, our headrests, and really you going over, taking a disinfecting wipe and just kind of going over your surfaces is a good idea, your phone. Also, we're going to want some kind of disinfection in your laundry. So you can use bleach, and there are other approved ones, EPA approved ones now. I should have mentioned this to you Tuesday evening. I'm recording this Tuesday afternoon, but I have a list of EPA approved disinfectants is on your Mind Tap in the bottom right. You can find a link to the industry links is what it's called. And I've only got a few things on there so far, but that is one of them. Did you watch your hand washing video yet? It's in your path. Okay, antiseptics are typically what we're talking about, things that are safe to use on your skin. And even gargle, like Listerine would be an antiseptic. So alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, there are some fantastic ones. Alcohol is actually ridiculously good, but I don't think it's approved. I'll have to check to see if it's changed. Because I use 100% rubbing alcohol, which is technically 80% rubbing alcohol, but like straight out of the bottle. And I just add some scent and then a little bit of oil. And from my research, I'm like, this is excellent. And having a little bit of oil keeps it from messing with my vinyl. But I believe you need to be doing, I don't think that's on the EPA list, but we'll double check. Standard precautions. So all blood and body fluids except for sweat are considered potentially infectious for diseases such as HIV, hepatitis B and C, tuberculosis, or other bloodborne pathogens. So the Center for Disease Control has certain ways that you are supposed to make sure to protect against exposure to blood or other body fluids. All clients, if like all of a sudden you realize you just put your hand across a open wound or something, like, I don't know, you have to pretend as though you have been exposed. Stop and put on gloves, apply pressure with cotton, clean the area with antiseptic, apply an adhesive bandage, remove any contaminated items, clean and disinfect all contaminated surfaces. This is what you're going to do. When removing contaminated tools or linens, you got to put them in an area where the area itself can be cleaned and disinfected. So a plastic hamper with a lid, tiny trash bin really is more of your best bet, because you're gonna have to sanitize that too. Now it's come in contact with the bloody sheets or whatever. This could happen. Somebody could throw up or something. This could happen. People sneeze on your stuff, but yeah, you kind of just roll everything up so the sheets are on the inside. I keep plastic bags in my office in case something like this happens. Okay, did I go too far? I think we're good. All right, I'll wrap this up, take that next quiz, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes.